That's how it's called.
It's benga.
Benga. Say benga.
Benga. Hello, guys.
Because we used to eat pepper soup. Me and Ben in London.
You and your
I know I was in London, so he would be disappointed.
Your stories are from Mama Udoka, not me.
Sunny Bonani, I am Dr. Jackery Damages. Just kidding, but it is my pleasure to introduce to you the real Dr. Jackery Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world.
New York.
Yes. New York City is so great that it plans to attack economic segregation by moving the poor into the rich people's neighborhood. And also the rich into the poor people's neighborhood. Imagine this, This our new socialist mayor of New York wants to bring poor people like Tomato Juice to come and live where doctors like us live. This is a big disaster in the making. The same experiment was tried in many parts of the world with disastrous results. For example, remember that poor teacher that was picked up from a village and brought to the city? Remember what happened when she was put in the spotlight? Remember that? Watch. No, this man, no, not that one now. I'm talking about the one that was taken from Okereka to the comfort of Asoro. You remember the one, the one that married the man that had no shoes. Watch.
What of two teachers that can tell us that they conducted that exam? Do you come with any? Principal? No, too. You waka come. Okay.
Yeah, you're not impressed? I played this video because this week, a woman in DC had a reason to say the same thing, to ask the same question, this time in English. It happened when this woman looked around and saw President Barack Obama beside her. She shook his hand and then asked, "Are you for real?" Watch.
Good to see you, Camden. Brandon. Hannah. Good to see you.
Are you real?
Yes, I am. I'm not wax.
Oh my gosh! Someone's gonna think you're like wax.
Wow.
Yes. The woman said, "Are you for real?" Or someone may think that you are wax. Now, talking about things that will make you say, "Now only you waka come," or the English equivalent, which is, "Are you for real?" The other day, Elvis, you know Elvis, remember him? Yeah, he was enjoying the sun on Sandals Island. And Tupac was sunbathing at Bahamas. Yes. Meanwhile, Michael Jackson came out to work.
Yeah.
Now we family sources say, we asked him and they said that his decision to keep working was not because of payment for outstanding court settlements, but that Michael Jackson now wants to buy a sneezing monkey. Sneezing monkey.
What?
Yes, that's why he came out to work. Now, whatever the reason, Michael Jackson appeared at the American Music Award last week. He performed his new song called Slave to Rhythm. Or in special English, it's called I'm Still Bad. Watch.
He was a dancing machine. The king of pop brought back to life at Sunday's Billboard Music Awards in a groundbreaking multi-dimensional performance of Slave to the Rhythm, a track off his new chart-topping posthumous album, Escape. MJ alongside 16 live dancers on stage and in the aisles, twisting, and of course, moonwalking, moving some to tears and bringing the crowd to its feet.
Yeah. Tomorrow, someone will tell me that Americans don't perform voodoo. Nonsense. They perform voodoo. That's voodoo there. Carry go, Guru Maharaji. Carry go, nothing do you. In other news, I want to thank all those people sending me pictures of their protests in support of our campaign to bring back our girls. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your involvement. But friends, there is a big problem.
Why?
I don't think the person that we are asking to bring back our girls know that he doesn't even know where they are.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that we're expecting him to bring them back.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think he knows where they were taken from. If he doesn't know where they were taken from, how is he going to know where they are? I'm not making this up. Just watch.
Then, of course, the issue of our daughters that have disappeared from a secondary school in a part of one of our northern states.
Yeah, this is what he said. Our daughters that have disappeared from a secondary school in that part of our northern state. And what? People are already naming their children Chibok, but our president did not know the name of the town.
Wow.
Now, watch him talk about who should bring back our girls.
That these terrorists must bring back our girls.
Wow.
I'm done. You see, we are in big trouble.
Trouble.
Now, last week, there was hope that the president will visit Chibok and meet families and the community and reassure them that the mighty federal government of Nigeria was with them. At the last minute, President Jonathan backed away.
Wow.
Instead, he traveled to Paris for a security meeting.
Whoa.
I know. There in Paris, a journalist asked him the $20 billion question. The woman asked, "Why didn't you visit Chibok, Mr. President?" Yes, why? Let's listen to his answer.
Thank you. Maybe with the issue of a visit to the families, these girls that are from a particular school, but there are lots of misconceptions. These girls have been removed from the school.
Now, for those of you who do not speak the same language as the president, let me translate what he said. He said, maybe with the issue of visit of the families, these girls are from a particular school. There are a lot of misconceptions. These girls have been removed from the... I know. If you are like me, you may be wondering, what question was he trying to answer?
Wow.
Was this... Now, he went on to explain further. Watch.
If the president goes to Chibok today, it does not solve any problem. Maybe psychological problem or for media relevance.
He said it. If the president goes to Chibok today, it does not solve any problem.
Right.
Maybe psychological problem or for media relevance.
Wow.
Now, okay. For the purpose of this analysis, let's just agree with the president that we have psychological problem. Yeah, like mental issues because of this kidnapping. And his visit will solve it. Why won't he solve that problem for us by visiting there? Why? Why won't you, Dr. Jonathan? Why?
I don't know.
It's been another tough week for Nigeria.
Yeah.
There was bombing in Kano. There was one in Jos. Over 200 people died.
Oh, gosh.
What did the government do? Let's hear from the horse's mouth. The Minister of Information, Mr. Rabran Mako. Watch.
The level of destruction in Jos is yet to be ascertained. A lot of lives have been lost. The Federal Executive Council today condemned this bombing and the one that took place in Kano only 2 days before.
Did you hear what Mako said?
Wow.
The government condemns this bombing. I think there should be a law limiting how many times a government should be allowed to keep condemning the same thing again and again.
Good idea.
I mean, listener, I'm tired already. Now, you have to give it to Reuben Abati, the spokesman for the president.
Woo!
Yeah, he condemned it too for the president. but this time, he did it in the strongest terms. And he stood up while he was doing it.
President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan strongly condemns the bomb blast in Jos Plateau State.
Chukuma Onwekusi, Channels Television News.
I know. Apparently, he did not want to take questions. And who will blame him? There are more questions than answers. Right. So he had to run before they catch him there. Meanwhile, where is the opposition party? What are they doing? We found them. Their big men are talking. Here is one of them, Nuhu Ribadu, speaking. Let's watch.
All of us will have to come together, put politics aside, put any division aside, and understand that we have evil in front of us. We have a tragedy. We have extremists, mad people who are attacking us indiscriminately, killing our people left, right, and center.
I agree with Radu. He said we have to come together, put politics aside, because we have been attacked by madmen. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
The only problem is that he was speaking at a campaign event in Ekiti. I guess when they say that we have to put politics aside, they mean not the APC. The way they are referring to is the other way. They will continue to campaign. Now, another opposition big man, retired General Muhammadu Buhari, weighed in too. Here is what he said about parents of the abducted girls. Watch.
Every parent of those over 200 children, I wonder how they go to bed and I wonder how they wake up, because they are not sure what is happening to their children.
He said, I wonder how they go to bed. I wonder how they sleep at night. I wonder how these parents would have felt if Buhari had gone to Chibok to find out from them.
Exactly.
More importantly, I wonder if President Jonathan wonders about these things as he goes to bed in his secured Asorok room. And I wonder how these parents of Chibok girls would have felt if President Jonathan had made that effort to go and express this kind of sentiment.
Exactly.
I wonder. Now, not to be left out, Bola Tinubu, you know him, the man from with fake Chicago University degree. He joined in too. Watch him.
Every option must be considered.
Like you working together with the PDP to do this?
I mean, we've offered advice, and we are ready to equally work with them.
He said every options must be considered. Like offering advice and bringing his brand new 60 million jet to fly the victims into a safe place.
Wow.
Yeah. Bad sons. Nonsense. Good idea. By the way, for all of you who are sympathizing with Boko Haram, especially those of you in the media, I'm talking to you. Punch, Vanguard, Sahara reporters. The army chief had some warning for you.
Similarly, the Nigerian media had a role in this war. I say that there is no country in the world that diminishes its armed forces. There is none. The media in those countries uphold their national security first.
Yeah, he said it. He said, there is no country in the world that dismisses its armed forces. The man is right. I have never heard of some American soldiers turning their guns on their commanding officer. It has never happened in America. And I've never heard American army buying fake drones from Israel that don't fly. And I've never heard American soldiers telling foreign reporters that they were hungry because their oga at the top chopped their food money. All these things are happening because of you media people.
Yep.
Wow. You are diminishing our military. You are like cold water that shrinks their manhood. Stop that. Anyway. The man was not laughing. The general, he wasn't laughing. Let the fine man continue. Continue, man.
Unfortunately, it appears that a section of our media divides our national security. If a section of our media and sympathizers of the Boko Haram terrorists propagate the invisibility of the terrorists, I ask the question.
Wow. He said, unfortunately, a section of our media derides our national security by propagating the invincibility of terrorists. You see, you media people, stop telling the soldiers to say that they are afraid of traveling at night near Chibok. Stop putting words into the soldiers' mouth, especially when they are talking to foreign white reporters. Now, let me take a risk here. General, maybe you can check and see if the problem is that Abubakar Shekau is paying more than President Jonathan. I'm just saying, maybe that's why your soldiers are not excited. Anyway, Don't worry, my man, General. Don't worry. President Goodluck Jonathan defended you and the Nigerian army well in Paris. Yep. Watch him.
If the security services in Nigeria were incompetent of dealing with Boko Haram, I don't think anybody would have been staying in Abuja now. There were bombings in Niger State, there were bombings in Kano State. So now that, the bombings have been limited, or the excesses have been limited to the fringes of the border between Borno State, Adamawa State, and Yobe State, and the Cameroon border, that means that they've been able to push up the Boko Haram to that level. So the feeling that the Nigerian army have no competence of meeting the Boko Haram is not correct.
Are you not impressed? What did he say? Did any of you understand what he said? No. He said, now that the bombing, excesses have been limited to the fringe. What? I'm tired about this man. Oh. This man is still calling Boko Haram killings excesses. Wow. And he's still talking about the fringe. Like, if Jos is the fringe of Nigeria, then Otuoke must be the capital of Nigeria. Meanwhile, former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, and other protesters, they went to the villa. Yeah. They took the protest to the villa. Good. Watch.
Yeah. Who is saying, don't go to the villa tomorrow? I ask again, is there anybody here who is saying, don't go to the villa tomorrow?
Yeah. She asked him, the protester, she said, is there anyone watching who does not want to go to Aso Rock? You want to go to Aso Rock, don't you? We want to take it to Aso Rock. Now, this is the result.
Please let Mr. President know that we actually felt sad at the missed opportunity. There is a colossal missed opportunity. The citizens that are gathered here today are citizens who are saying we do not want any fractious fight against a common enemy. That we want a united fight. We are not the group that you should be telling about citizens of Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, the government sent people to come and meet them so that they don't come near there. They said, no, we don't want these poor people near Aso Rock. In other news, a court in Europe has ordered Google to obey anyone's request to remove all links people do not want people to see. So if you have a link on the internet and you don't want people to see, like some of you who have pictures of where you are peeing outside the road, if you tell Google, Google will take it out. Wow. That's it. Just write them and they will take it out, remove it. Good. Now, this policy is very bad. I am worried. I predict that by the time this is fully implemented, this man will become the next president of Nigeria. Yeah, because all his record will be out and he will become the next president. Now, this is only in America's story. You will agree with me that some of these English proverbs, they are often confusing to people. Yeah, but thank God some people are working on changing them. You must have heard this story that people say, I came into money. Some people came into money. Yeah. Well, a man from Tennessee, near Alabama, hometown, gave a new meaning to that expression. Police caught him having sex with an ATM machine. Oh, wow. He came into money. What? Yeah, he came into money. I know. Did you hear the story of a bird that turned into a woman? Oh, yes. Yeah. A bird came down and turned into an old woman in Lagos. What? Now, my science degree, what science degree do I have again? Anyway, let me repeat it. A bird turned into an old woman. A bird? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Trust Mumu Nigerians. They tried to lynch that woman. They were saying that the woman was a witch. Yeah. A witch, yeah. Instead of them to use their brain. I tell you, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yes. These Nigerians don't use their brain. For example, my first reaction was, yes, finally, we've got a weapon we could use against Boko Haram. Yeah. Can we please send this woman to Sambasi Forest at once? Because she can fly in and get in there and take action, Yeah. Nigerians, they don't think. Anyway, on another level, I suspect that Prophet TB Joshua's power is going down.
Yeah.
Yes, otherwise, how could he be there in Lagos and the woman is flying around, turning into butterfly? How could Prophet TB Joshua be there? Eh? And I know what happened. I think something happened when this Ghanaian boxer beat Prophet TB Joshua and his worshipper. I'm talking about Aita Powers. Watch.
I go beat Aita Powers and I go beat TB Joshua too.
I know. I understand that the man succeeded in beating Aita Powers and his TB Joshua together. Now, here are some stories making headline news across Nigeria this week. Here are the stories making headline news across Nigerian newspapers this week. Wole Soyinka says he has never referred to Patience Jonathan as illiterate. Oh, that is true. I was there. He only called her Shippopotamus. Wow. That's a good title. Federal government must take tough steps against corruption, says the U.S. Poor Americans, eh? These Americans, they don't understand that stealing is not the same thing as corruption. Right. Eh? I thought they know everything. Damn. Humans call in church ceiling. No, this is true. It happened in Lagos. They found humans call in church ceiling. When asked, the pastor said that the man was probably stuck up there on his way to heaven. I know. U.S. finally agrees to share some intelligence with Nigeria, the U.S. military. I'm telling you, check very well. If they are willing to share it, chances are that it is no longer intelligence. Mistakes Jonathan cannot afford to make, reports the Vanguard. Now, they publish all the mistakes he cannot afford to make. One is announcing that he's running for re-election before they find the girls back. Yes. The other one is drinking in public. No more. He can't do that anymore. Governor Shetima to federal government. You must negotiate with Boko Haram. Hey, whoo! I love the use of must. Eh? It's so mild, so inviting, so lovely, and I'm sure they will listen to him and they must negotiate. Crap. Angry soldiers said it was unsafe to return to Maiduguri from Chibok in the dark. Yeah, that's what they said. Now, these are Nigerian soldiers, and we're talking about a road that CNN and BBC reporters travel each day and night. But the soldiers said, no, it's dangerous. And you think we are winning the war? Just keep watching. Without enough funds, we can't defeat Boko Haram, says the army. Yes. No, now money go fight this war. Now money go fight them for you. Yeah? The army people, now money go fight the war. Keep buying useless drones and discarded warships from abroad and bringing them home. And hope that you fight the war. Nonsense. Mr. President, beware of the North. They won't help you, says Salvador. What kind of help? What help? Eh? The man has Pastor Ayo Orisa Jeffo. If you have Pastor Ayo Orisa Jeffo, you don't need any other help. That, you know, he used to smoke weed before he became a pastor. It's time for your emails.
Yeah.
So, do we have emails today?
You know they send emails every day.
Good. Okay. Let's hear them.
All right. Our first email is from Afarima the Great in Port Harcourt. He writes, "Congrats on what you're doing in making our leaders wake up to their responsibilities. Please tell Chief Edwin Clark to stop overheating the polity with his words. Now that there's a bomb in Abuja, can he kindly advise the president to sack himself so that the military can take full charge of the FCT? Also, remind the chief that the president is in charge of the security of the state. He's calling for their sack. Before I forget, tell Mama Jana, that she will do better as a comedian than the first lady. If given a role in Nollywood, she'll be a good actor. My regards to your sweet, sexy note. Hey."
So
Anyway.
the guy is seeing what others are saying. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. I like your career idea for our first lady, Patience Jonathan. All I will add is that she should resign as the Bayelsa State Permanent Secretary before starting her career in Nollywood. Now, about the president, we need to find a career for him first. I would have said like something like farming, you know, but he doesn't look like someone who can carry a hoe. Next. I mean,
pray for you.
He doesn't look like one.
I'll pray for you. Our second email is from Batwa Seaton in Bermuda. He writes.
Bermuda Triangle. Hey. All right. Next. Keep going.
I have been watching your show over the past 2 weeks, and I have found the show to be witty, entertaining, and extremely informative. Keep waking up the people. I have not, however, come across the discussion of a possible breakup of Nigeria in any of your recent shows. He said, do you stay away from the subject for legal reasons?
Oh, no.
If not, I would like to hear a discussion on that topic, as it appears that it is where the country is heading. Many of us in the diaspora who descend from people who lived in that area believe that the breakup of Nigeria will be beneficial to us.
My friend, thank you so much. The only subject I stay away from are subjects that I could not find their punchline. On breaking up of Nigeria, I will say the same thing my good friend ROO used to say, that the ideals of Nigeria have not been tried and found wanting. Instead, they've been found difficult and left untried. I should add that it's harder to break up Nigeria than it is to keep it as one and fix it. That's all I'm saying. Next!
Our third email is from Sahid Adebayo in Malaysia. He writes.
My friend, we used to eat ICU.
Everybody is your friend.
No, ask him when we're in Lagos. Okay, go ahead.
Sahid, is he your friend?
Yeah, you see, he remembers me.
I don't hear nothing.
You see his picture.
That means no.
Yes.
Anyway, what I believe from your program is by far beyond the fun of just an entertainment. Rather, a special diagnosis of our Sikh leaders. I only want to beg you to please stage a diagnostic center like your present one close to Nigeria. I am much aware that it's not advisable to stage such in a country like Nigeria, being run by a zoologist. First, its value will be undermined, and second, there's no electricity to power your fragile equipment.
You're right about that one.
He said, but it's very obvious that the sick men of Abuja need your touch in their brains. Please don't stop. Sure, they will look for appropriate medicine if the diagnosis continues.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Opening an office in Abuja is in our plan, 2015 development plan. We are talking to the richest man in Africa, Aliko Dangote, for cement. We wanted him to bring down the price of cement so that we can, and then visa for Tomato Juice, because we don't let her come into the country without a visa. So we're working on it. Just look out. Very soon in Abuja, I know the street where we found the building. Next.
So you're talking to Aliko?
Now to.
But did I tell you I needed papers?
You need visa now to come. You said
Who said I don't have one already?
You said you are not from Nigeria. Where are you from?
I know
what
about
country
it.
Again?
That's all
I remember that. Hey, we know what happened there, but what happens in Las Vegas stays in Vegas.
Anyway,
next.
Our fourth email is from.
Keep that in Vegas. We're not talking about it.
Our fourth email is from Tilash in Lagos. He writes, Dear Dr. Damages, please tell Uncle Jonah, Mama Peace, Kima Chikwe, Oritse Jafo, Alter Ego of Khan, Asari Dokupo, Aki Nabi Popo, and all other sycophants, doubting Thomas. Chibok is in Nigeria. They don't need visas to get there. Let them be brave and take a ride there, or better still, fly down in their private jets. They will be able to feel the pulse of Chibok and give a well-informed, rational, and logical assessment of the situation. They can't just make flightly conjectures aimed at slinging political blows.
Political blow.
Our president needs to man up. Mama Peace needs to shut up.
What?
I didn't say it.
No, not on this show. We don't know this guy.
Mama Peace needs to attend a finishing school crash course in France. As for Kimachikwe and the gang, there is God.
Hey, T, thank you so much for talking sense. But you forgot to talk about the jets. The jets they own, they don't fly to all these places, poor places. The president said during a media chat that if he goes there, you will die.
Eh?
Yeah, that's what he said. If I go to Chibok, you will die. So the president, do you want to die? I don't think you want to die. As for Mama Peace, she's busy making peace with God. You know, God there. God there. She hasn't been seen in public talking anymore because. Next.
Our fifth email is from Benga from the UK. He writes, kudos to you all for your great job that you're doing in keeping us abreast of the happenings in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. With regards to the ongoing situation in Nigeria, I would like to state that GEJ and his military henchmen are not fit for the purpose. Instead of them to come out clean and admit their feelings, they are increasingly being defended by both GEJ and Labramaku. Last year, GEJ commissioned a believed unmanned aircraft with the purpose of being used in air reconnaissance. The question now is, why can't the same aircraft be used in tracing our missing girls' abductors? As per the attached image, I hope you will agree with me that the whole structure of our military needs to be urgently addressed.
Yeah, Wenga, thank you so much for your email. I know what you are thinking. That drone, the president said, our drone is just that we don't have the right gas, the right fuel for the drone. Otherwise, they will deploy it. But they are working on getting the right fuel. What was the other thing he was saying? He was talking about something about
GEJ and Labramaku and keeping Nigeria and Africa abreast.
Okay. About this picture of this general you sent to us. Look at the man. Look at his stomach. How do you think that man can pursue Boko Haram? Yeah? That's the problem. That's it.
Oh
anyway,
my God.
Next.
Our final email is from Anthony Brown. He writes, Nigerians like to cry when the head is off. Where are we when young, intelligent boys
when the head is off, how do you
I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
You're Nigerian. You answer the question.
I will be scared of... Okay, go ahead.
Where are we when the young, intelligent boys will sit for an exam to be enrolled into SSS, police, military, etc., pass the exam, but to have their names cancelled because Oga on the top brought some names or because they will have no money to pay? Where are our oppressed men and women then? Now we are looking onto people that put their own right to bring back our girls. Yeah. This is the time to stand up and say to the Oga on the top, enough is enough. Now we can see that we have no intelligent officials in Nigeria due to the Oga on the top.
Thank you so much. I'm happy you let this out. You media people, where were you when they were taking the exam and the Oga at the top putting names of people who didn't pass? Where? They got your message. What can I say? No, it's true. He has a point. This is the issue. The people who are qualified, who are good, they don't get the job. And you have all this riff-raff. What can we do? Next. Oh, that's all the time we have. That's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to drdamages@gmail.com. And follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
Now, this is my concern for today. It says, it's taken from the book of African Proverbs. And it says, it's good for the wind to blow so that we can see the nyash of the fowl. You know? No, I didn't. It's in the book. You want me to page 24? I didn't make it up. It says African proverb, the nyash of the fowl. Have you? Anyway.
Didn't you use that before?
Until next week, I am Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
So, you have anything to say?
The nyash that you're talking about.
Nyash.
Are you talking about that club that they opened?
No, this is a different nyash. No, this is a different nyash.
Welcome to Foxville Luxury Hotel. At Foxville Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Foxville Luxury Hotel. We are located at #1 Adeola Mishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 0809999 900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.4zhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. 4Z Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.